Hello, so welcome back everyone, and Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Isaac Clarke here once again on the world of Taris, and where we last left off we hit the Imperial Research Bunker. Unfortunately, Needles was not there, but it seems according to the Imperials who were present that he's trying to weaponize the Rakghoul Plague. We believe that he is hiding within the ruins of a transport station, which is also overrun by Rakghouls. We will get there eventually, but we are now on our way to Morne Outpost, a Republic outpost situated just outside of that transport station. And we're also looking for a missing convoy that was meant to come to the outpost we are at now, Outpost Dre, for supplies. So, yes, we've been asked to repair the sonic emitters on the route, which will detract any of the violent or hostile local wildlife. Let's get ourselves underway. That's the first sonic emitter repaired. Of course, we learned about the Drell. The Drell? Yes, the Drell sediment. Had to double check to make sure I was actually using the right terms there about the acidic lake. Now, when you come here as a player of the Empire, you actually start here at the Brell sediment. The Imperials do not have control of Alaris spaceport, and that they actually make a beachhead, a landing point here in the toxic lake. As for a player of the Republic, just across the lake, you can actually see we are, the ruins of the Fellwater Labs. To say this is an area where I believe we would find a Republic series world boss. And there is a region of infected, I don't know, would that be the right term? Infected, corrupted Rakghouls? Corrupted sounds more appropriate. Just on the islands just ahead of us there. What we'll do is, actually, why don't we hit this next sonic emitter and then pop into the lake very briefly, just to have a little bit of an exploration. We don't need to do it for any particular reason. It's for the sake of why the hell not.
Here.
So this is Lake Brell. Oh, is that the world boss? It is the world boss. Subject Alpha, a failed experiment. Hits from this massive beast slow a target significantly. And yeah, we have the dread-seeded Rakghouls. That's right, the dread seed. We'll learn more about dread seeding in the post-story content before we would go into any expansions. If I explore the dread seed content, there's a few things we can do at the end of the main storyline. This is things that the game developers added before they created the Rise of the Hood Cartel expansion, I believe. For players to do, to keep themselves busy. The Dread Seeds. We might look at that. We'll see. I've yet to decide. There is a lot of optional content in this game. But let's continue in search of this convoy. Looks like someone's just recently repaired this sonic emitter. And the final sonic emitter is just down the road here. Yeah, and this one's been repaired as well. We follow the road around the ruins. Oh, I see. Did you just stealth? You did. Oh, you're playing as a scoundrel. Huh. We have a smuggler here who's wearing Jedi robes. Different. Not what I'd expect a smuggler to wear, but you do you. But anyway, as I was saying, around the corner here is actually where Morne Outpost is located. We have repaired the 4 sonic emitters, but just off in the distance we see a Republic walker. And a bunch of Republic troops.
We just stopped to rest. Geozel found a scratch, and we don't know if it's the Rakul infection, so we're waiting. And Verdone might be coming down with the Geonosian swamp flu, but we're on our way, I swear, and you're looking at me very strangely.
What are you expecting me to accuse you of?
Nothing. I mean, look, I know we're late, so people naturally start thinking...
You're nothing but a worthless liar.
I'm a terrible liar. I hate lying. All I ever wanted to do was serve the Republic. Fight some Imperials, see new parts of the galaxy. I never asked to be sentenced to this forsaken hole. So fine, we deserted, all right? We're never going back there. I'd rather die.
What kind of man abandons his comrades in the face of such an enemy?
We're not the only ones talking about running for it. We just got the first chance. 5 years we've been out here. No break. Most of our friends have died. We're wounded, tired, broken. Fighting something that can't think. Can't be frightened, and if you get the slightest scratch, you become the enemy and your own squad puts you down like a dog.
You must return to your post. You knew the risks when you signed up.
I can't. I'd rather kill myself, I really would.
Every soldier knows they might have to die for the Republic. What makes you so special?
You think we didn't agonize about that? If we were fighting the Sith, if our deaths would mean something, but there's nothing on Taris. But he's right, guys. The Outpost can barely staff a full watch as it is. The Rakuls will get the lot of them. I can't live with that. I guess we have to go back. No matter what happens.
Yep, you need to go back.
We're going. Soon. I promise.
I understand that they're under a lot of pressure. After 5 years of losing friends and loved ones maybe to rat ghouls, they should have maybe been rotated out to maybe the reconstruction zone rather than the front lines. And we have an entry on the Tularan Marsh. We'll have a look at that in just a moment. Here's the base commander, of course.
State your business. This is a Republic military outpost, sovereign territory of the Galactic Republic. We will defend ourselves with deadly force if necessary.
Boy, you've been out here too long.
First Lieutenant Havoc Squad. Most recently of Ord Mantell.
Lieutenant, welcome to our outpost. There's no unauthorized travel this far into the wilds. Best policies usually blast first, chat later. Don't suppose you were sent by Commander Guarded with news about our supplies.
It was a breeze.
That's a relief. Our own convoy never reported back. Wouldn't be the first time we lost one to the Nexu. I was about to send another, but that means leaving the whole outpost understaffed and undefended. And the rat ghouls have been real active this month. Don't suppose you saw any sign of our boys. If they're still alive, they'd better have a good excuse for leaving us hanging.
They're deserters. I found them hiding in the wreckage.
Those lazy, selfish sons of huts. We have men starving here. I'll drag the useless lot of them back for trial. They will not go unpunished.
If I had an option, maybe I'd ask him to go easy on them. But I understand that that might not be possible.
If the brass doesn't send more men soon, these won't be the last ones to snap.
Yep, that's what we're afraid of. Of course, you just have the daily reset. Anything new, anything worth grabbing? Not really. Very well. And here we are at Morne Outpost. We'll go sell off our...
Stand by for examination and suggested products.
Junk items first.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Okay. So, we do need to go into the transport station to locate needles before you can weaponize this rat ghoul plague, if that's even possible. But there are a few people here who would also like our attention. Before we get started, let's see what we know or what can we learn about the Tularan Marsh. Swampland has overtaken much of the area now known as the Tularan Marsh. The origin of the name is unknown. Before the bombardment, the Tularan Skyway was a major thoroughfare through the industrial zone surrounding one of Taris's primary power plants. But who or what it was named after is a piece of history lost in the rubble. Now the area is infested with rat ghouls and pirates, and only a few intrepid representatives of the Republic venture this far into the unknown, untamed wilds of Taris. Indeed, I think there is a power plant relatively close by. Now, there's a couple of side missions available to us, but before we look at any of them, because I believe they're both going to take us also into the transport station, let's look into the situation here with Private Selro.
Kapatonga, chisa picha wonka ki atocha. Esupuda no pajunki, vaguta ji uta vukise. Vafupa gi wanta humpa, muli rabamba hula.
Give me numbers, Private. How big is this rat ghoul pack?
Jilishka changa waning chinkuspa inegudae. Oipa moja chapukala, chanusa usabe mota. Sayatupe, nu avachikuna, chino nik titoki.
I'll do everything I can.
Ukili, baklunki na atapumpa, pushuda. Chidonka, lishlika changa, pumpa kombokni.
Okay, carry on, Private. So, the Republic scientists, or a group of them anyway, are researching the rat ghouls and their behavior, looking into finding any potential weaknesses of the creatures themselves. Unfortunately, as the Private mentioned, there has been a power surge, and that may have unleashed the cooped up rat ghouls and unleashed them on the scientists themselves.
Going down.
So we have these huge kind of pipe systems. Just have to work our way through them and the rat ghouls that are present. This also would lead us towards one of the other forward bases of the Republic as part of the bonus series. For now, however, I think... Can we go up this way? No, I think we need to go a little bit further along. Yeah, this is the entryway itself. Ooh. Security chest right there.
Take them down.
Okay, this is the entrance to the lab. Oh, our experience booster came to an end. Slightly better implant there. I thought we were looking for weaknesses, not to enhance the rat ghouls. What are these Republic scientists up to? And we have level 51. Level 51 is our next jump on the discipline tree, I believe. Yes. So we have a new passive, Explosive Dissemination. Our plasma grenade deals 25% more damage and spreads the incendiary burn and serrated bolt bleeding effects. Right, so we want to serrate, incendiary, and then plasma grenade. Right, okay, that makes sense. And now we get to choose one of 3 passives. We have reflexive shield. When you take damage, the active cooldown of our reactive shield is reduced. In addition, when taking damage, you have a 20% chance to emit an energy readout, which can last up to 6 seconds and can absorb a small amount of damage. Okay, so this will just allow us to activate our reactive shield more often. That's actually really good. Recharge cells now immediately recharges 15 additional energy cells and grants alacrity. We're not really using our recharge cells too often. Or we have tenacious defense. Reduces the cooldown of our concussion charge, which is our knockback ability. Right, okay. It actually reduces our tenacity cooldown as well. And our hold the line. Right, normally it's a 6-second boost, but now it would be a 10-second boost. That would be really good for PvP, I feel. Tenacity, allowing us to break out of crowd control abilities down to 1.5 minutes is really good. Having 10 seconds of immunity, also really good. And also our knockback ability is at 25 seconds rather than 30 seconds. But now I feel being able to activate our shield more often would be better. To be fair, we're not using our shield because Jorgen is acting as our tank. Okay, tell you what, yeah, because Jorgen's acting as our tank, we might as well use hold the line more often, so that we can get that 30% extra movement speed buff. We do have a bonus while looking into Project Quell here. Yeah, we need to clear out these enhanced rat ghouls before they escape. Now, unfortunately, we have to be very careful in the next chamber. There's a group of enemies close by. Yeah, right there. So we've been given the codes to reactivate the 3 security stations. That'll get the security droids back online. Might as well just keep clearing out the rat ghouls here. Okay, that's 2 of the 3 security stations. Now, I don't think there are many more rat ghouls back in the original chamber, so let's clear out 2 more groups here for the bonus mission.
On your feet.
Catch me up!
There we are, bonus complete. Jogan is a little bit worse for wear, but I don't think we have to fight anyone else as part of the heroic mission here. Yeah. We activated the security droids, we raised the safe room access way. But there is only one survivor.
Manuk Marakanaja, Ki Namabam, Yakmanana,
Identify yourself.
Jukaki Mem Paninu, Am Kabina Pek Memnu Kimgam, Umnuk Inu Memnu, Am Kakam Mem Perolak Palak.
Only the lead scientist survived. Concerning. We get to choose one of 2 lockboxes now. One is called a medtech lockbox. One is the bolt blaster. I can't recall what the difference is. I think both of them, obviously for the commando, because it's based on the combat style we have, they may just have different stat attributes. Let's have a look at the medtech one. See what it has for us. Okay, so power and critical rating. Kind of what we would normally go for. Bolt Blaster might have some accuracy on it. Either way, let's get ourselves back over to Morne Outpost. With the heroic complete, our next destination, of course, will be Transport Station 5. And you'd think there's not a great deal to do there. There's only 2 side quests. But those quests can take us quite some time.
Would you like a chance to be part of one of the great mysteries of the Republic's past? We have irrefutable proof that Revan once sheltered here, soon after returning to the Republic from the Sith. There are many tales of how Revan rescued Bastila Shan and changed galactic history, but there were smaller lives touched as well.
You're talking like these are people I should know about.
Revan, the great Jedi General of the Mandalorian Wars, who turned to the dark side but was brought back to the light by Master Bastila Shan? Shameful. This is why the galaxy needs research like mine, to bring history to life for its people. 300 years ago, the outcasts of Taris lived deep below the city, where the rock ghoul plague originated. Revan's journals record bringing them a cure for the plague and leading them to the secure colony called the Promised Land. Yet we don't know if they survived.
Are you asking me to look for a lost colony from 300 years ago?
Or any sign of what became of them. My assistant is coordinating excavations. Anything you find, bring to him. Perhaps these promised ones left some record, something to talk to us across the ages. I would expect any surviving records to be carefully hidden and protected from the elements. Bring your findings to my assistant.
Very well. So, Revan, the great Mandalorian Jedi General, fought in the Mandalorian Wars, fell to the dark side, came back to the light. And he was here, which he was. Apparently led a group of survivors to this so-called Promised Land. Guess we can keep an eye out for various, I think, Khans or Kerns, which may contain recordings of what happened to this group of colonists. Meanwhile...
Oh, excuse me. Something in the air. Spores, I think. Name's Wintag. I'm working on the Republic Tarisian Archival Database. We call it RepTad. I'm assigned to explore the old city myself, but I'm not handling the change of atmospheres very well. I don't suppose you'd be up for a little job exploring the ruins? We're well funded, so I can pay you for your trouble.
Want to elaborate on that a bit?
I'm talking about finding the archive set up by Taris's own government to preserve their knowledge and culture in the event of disaster. I've been working on this for years, and I believe I've finally pinpointed the location of their archive.
Just tell me where and I'll bring it back for you.
From the records, it sounds like it may be more than a simple data file. I've tried to approach the location before, but it is positively overrun with raccoons. I couldn't get close. If you could get past them, let my assistant know how to arrange retrieval. Her constitution is stronger than mine.
Okay. So, an archive preserving the Tarisian culture is believed to have been located within Transport Station 5. Let's get ourselves over to that transport station first. That's the entranceway right there. Map. Okay. So the Tarisian archive is relatively close to the entrance. We have the first Khan. Of course, right at the back is where we believe Needles is located.
Been at him.
We actually have a staged bonus mission to deal with infected individuals and raccoons that are plaguing the transport station. Here we are. This would have been like a station where people would have been waiting for the Tarisian transports, probably their tram system, to come along. And here, right near the entrance of the station, we have to have the first recording, the first entry from these missing colonists.
We are saved. An Upworlder has restored to us the work of my grandfathers. At last, we have a place to escape this oppressive city and the laws that keep us beneath it. A place where we can breathe.
Okay, so an Outworlder took people away from where they had been moved to due to that alien and I suppose lesser resettlement zone. Of course, the recording ended with some form of large explosion. Oh, there's the first bonus mission complete. Stage 2 is to defeat strong and elite infected and rat ghouls. Let's go look into the Tarisian archive first.
Do this.
I don't know what the best order would be. Because with the bonus mission, I think we have to head along into an area known as Zone 0, which we may only need to go into for the bonus mission. Now, is that an Imperial Commando? Possibly. We have various explorers, scavengers. Hi. Let's go head down while searching for the Tarisian archive first. Wait for the elevator to appear.
Up and at 'em.
Okay, there's the stage 2 bonus mission complete. Stage 3 is to locate a weapon cache over in Zone 0. We actually have an active droid here within the ruins of the transport station.
This is a restricted area.
There have been no security breaches for the past 111,325 days. Please show your credentials to enter.
Have you been guarding this place for 300 years?
That is correct. My programming appears to contain a contradiction. I'm instructed only to open this door to a member of the Tarisian government. But when the archive was brought online, all members of the ruling government were contained within. I have received no information on their successors.
This place has been a wasteland for 300 years. There is no government.
Let me update my programs. My fall through under that condition is to open only to representatives of the Galactic Republic. Is that you?
I'm a lieutenant of Havoc Squad of the Republic Armed Forces.
Excellent. Welcome to the Taris Archive. This is the ruling government of Taris, as last appointed, plus representatives of every major science and industry. Their final wish was to be thawed when Taris was once more in the hands of the Republic. Here is data on all those contained within.
I won't fail.
My programming instructions end here.
So, yeah. The Tarisian Archive is not just holding information, but the Tarisian government and various other influential individuals held in some suspension. As a player of the Empire, when you come here to Taris, I think it might be a heroic mission, but you have the option to come down here to the Tarisian Archive and set up explosives to kill all of the members of government before they are released. And the final boss, the final fight, is QM35 here, from what I can recall. Bugger. I would have got that elevator, but I was actually adjusting my seating at the time, trying to make myself a bit more comfortable. Oh, it's a similar belt. Just in a different, just in a reverse coloration. Let us go find this weapons cache, which will alert a particular Rakghoul within Zone 0, and then it will continue to look into this group of colonists and maybe find more recordings about what happened to them.
Target neutralized.
Now, is there a datachron here? Or is it in the other? It's in the other region. Okay. Yeah, we have Zone 0 and we have another similar large chamber at the back of Transport Station 5. monstrous tunnel rat ghoul. We've actually claimed its fangs. These infectious fangs may give scientists more information about how the infection is passed.
On your feet.
The second recording.
This will be no secret to anyone listening, but Taris has been attacked. The upper and lower city were destroyed. We have found the Promised Land, but have nowhere to return to. If only we had arrived sooner. The Promised Land is the original Taris colony site. It was sheltered from the direct bombardment. But the quakes have destroyed every building and generator left. We must start again from scratch. But at least we have survived. The wreck ghouls are still feeding on the dead. But when the meat is gone, they will begin to hunt.
Oh. So the colonists were led or found the initial colonist landing site from the humans who first arrived here.
You're done.
And we have another entry here.
We mourn today for Rukel, who brought us out of the Undercity and into the Promised Land. We have sent scouts throughout Taris and can find no other survivors. They cast us out and bar their doors to us. But now we bury our dead in the ashes of their skyscrapers. As Rukel told us, it is not an easy life. Our children will grow up in a world of spears and bows, not blasters and starships. It is my burden to preserve our memories. Once we were outcasts. Once we were the promised ones. Now we are Taris.
So, technologically wise, they were really set back by the bombardment of Taris. We have a fellow Republic trooper here who does not have their sprint enabled. They may just be... I can't remember when you get sprint as a free-to-play player. Oh, hello. Thought I saw another player over there, and I think I was correct. No, it's Imperials fighting the Rakghouls here. That's right. Imperials, of course, because we have the remote field lab of needles. See, Datacron, of course, nearby. We start here at this pipe. There you go, nice and easy. You are no longer able to access this Datacron.
Here.
Oh.
The Rakghouls are breeding. Back in the Undercity, they reproduced only by infecting us. But now, there are more every day. We lose people to them, a few every year, but only as meat. The serum the Upworlder brought us has held true. We do not sicken, but now the serum is gone. We have had 4 infants born who could not be immunized. All boys. We will not be able to protect them forever. We need our full strength to defend the tribe. Maybe the immunity was inherited. Maybe we do not need to worry that a bite, a scratch, will turn our children against us. Maybe I do not need to fear for my son.
Oh, we're gonna have to go all the way back this way, are we? God damn it. We do have a law object on the Promised Ones. We'll have a look at that later. I didn't realize we'd have to go all the way back. Well, there's no quick way to do this, so...
your lead.
Just keep on running. Oh. Could have slipped into autopilot there once again, not realizing that the 5th recording was just here.
I am Kuki, 14th Keeper of Memories after Rukil. We now number 53 adults and 21 children. We lost 4 abled bodies and 2 child bearers to the Rakghoul virus this year. Our records say there used to be a cure. We have lost so much. Tomorrow, we leave to search for higher ground. Plants are growing. Nature has reclaimed what once belonged to men. Nature is cruel. 2 of every 3 of our babies die to sickness and hunger. If we are to live, we must rebuild our walls.
Okay, so yeah, over the centuries, nature's reclaiming Taris, but something about 2 out of 3 births. The babies are dying due to some sickness. Not a good sign, not a good thing to read. The final care and the final recording is here in Zone 0. God damn it.
We forgot. I am the memory. I have Rukil's descriptions. I know there was a city once. I know a city is many houses, many people. I am the only one. Now, there is just us. We have stopped having children. The old records say it is from toxic radiation. We once called this the Promised Land. It was a lie. It is our grave.
Unfortunately, the truth was revealed. We have the law here, and the Promised Ones. The Promised Ones were the descendants of a small group of outcasts who fled the Undercity of Taris for a self-sustaining underground colony only known as the Promised Land. There, they escaped the bombardment that decimated the surface of the planet and survived for many generations. As the centuries passed, however, the small tribe slowly lost members to rat ghouls, starvation, and radiation poisoning, until they eventually died out completely. As a legacy, they left behind a series of hollow recordings documenting their brave struggle. We don't know when they finally passed, but of course they weren't here for when we returned, or when the Republic returned to Taris. Oh, looks like someone's been clearing out the area behind us.
feet.
And here we are once again to the back of Transport Station 5. Bloody hell. Be careful now. Ugh, feel like I'm drifting again slightly. Ugh, 2 seconds. Oh, Christ, never mind. Stretch. Right, let's push through the Imperial lines. And finally continue on our way to find needles. Okay, the remote field lab.
Here.
But we do have a bonus here. Yeah, Needles is Imperial allies who helped set up this laboratory. Oh, there's a lower level. Right.
Flipping at him.
And there's an upper level as well. Okay. Yeah, there's very little here apart from more Imperial troops. Oh, he is the Imperial base commander.
another kill.
Oh, and look who it is.
So congratulations to you, Ensign Sarvin, on your noble sacrifice.
It's all right. No, wait, sir, no!
Ah, exquisite. I'll be requiring more Rakghouls for my work, Borzoth.
We already gave you the Rakghouls you asked for. When will you do as we asked?
Oh.
As soon as the weapon is completed. With it, we will decimate the Republic outpost.
I smell an intruder.
So you do. Sergeant, is that really you?
I've moved up in the world since you last saw me.
So I see. You've slaughtered enough Republic enemies to be rewarded, then. Well done. I see you aren't alone. You brought that pathetic worm all the way from Ord Mantell, just to die along with you.
Talk all you want, Doran. You're not getting out of here alive.
Your timing is impeccable. Just as I find myself with plenty of pathogen but no more test subjects, you arrive. The transformation will hurt at first, but that's merely your organs rupturing and realigning. It's all over quickly, I assure you.
The only thing ending quickly here is your life.
Struggle if you must, then, but you'll wish you hadn't made it so hard on yourself. Vorzoth, please assist me in subduing our newest volunteer.
With pleasure.
This battle isn't won yet.
Take them.
Okay. A Rakghoul that could communicate, that seemed sentient. Known as a neck ghoul. Lovely. Unfortunately, yeah, Needles was not going to come quietly, it seemed. Corden might have something to say about that. And here we have, yeah, Needles' disease samples.
Looks like more samples of Needle's weaponized Rakghoul disease. What should we do with them?
What do you think we should do?
Well, can't hurt to take a few samples back so Research Division could take a look at them. I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
We'll take the samples back with us, then.
Just be careful with those things. I'd say it's about time we got out of here, Lieutenant. We'll follow your lead.
You know, it seems like a terrible idea, but... You know, you suggested it, I'll just... Actually, I suppose I'm responsible. Oh well, so be it. Right, we need to get the hell out of here. So... Just outside of Transport Station 5, we have this Tiffany. The individual who would like... Is she? No, she's not there. She used to be next to SWTOR Command, the Republic Command Center. and we could tell her about the Tarisian archive, but they moved her quest location.
I was told you might be coming. Was there anything in the archive?
Apparently, the ancient Tarisian government thought the most important thing to preserve was themselves.
Themselves? What do you mean literally? That's amazing. All this time we've been working from old recordings and the occasional droid, when the key to the whole planet's history is right here.
Yeah, hopefully they don't ask for a new governmental office, though. Or a place in the Galactic Senate. I'm sure, a lot of the aliens who remember Taris will, look upon that fondly.
The Tarisian government alive.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it? A different style of helmet. Oh, hello again. Right. So, yeah, we might as well empty our inventory.
Stand by for examination and suggested products. You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Nothing to do back in Morne Outpost. Yeah, we just need to go back to the reconstruction zone. I mean, with that in mind, we might as well take the scenic route. Normally, this is normally where I would say this is the last time we'll be here on Taris. But, because we're looking into the bonus mission series, we're not quite done with this world as of yet.
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes.
Okay, onwards to Tularan. And here we are once again back at the Valaris Reclamation Base. Let's turn in the monstrous Rakghoul fangs. Hey, level 52. And we'll hand over the historical holo recordings. Yeah, we have Ashwin here, and Tiffin used to be standing just around this corner here, I believe.
Your supervisor sent me. I found out what happened to your promised ones. There's no happy ending.
I knew they couldn't have disappeared without a trace. Give me what you found. Let us learn the history of this doomed planet so we don't repeat it. The Promised Ones lived and died bravely. We could learn from that.
And mission success.
Welcome back, Lieutenant. Congratulations on the success of your mission.
I'm just doing my job, Sergeant.
Your success is consistent with your unit's reputation and operational history, all highly impressive. General Garza attempted to contact you a few moments ago. I took the liberty of briefing her on your mission status.
Thank you very much.
The General requested that you contact her before departing Taris. The holocom in the next room has been prepared for your use.
I'll contact her right away.
Congratulations once again, Lieutenant.
You took the liberty of speaking to General Garza on my behalf. I'm sure that was a riveting conversation.
The holocommunicator in the next room is active and ready for you to contact General Garza, Lieutenant.
I suppose if General Garza demanded an update, they would have no choice but to give it. At least the information that they had.
Ah, greetings, Lieutenant. I understand congratulations are in order.
Needles is neutralized, General.
You've done very well. Needles was a brilliant man. Taking him down was no small feat. I haven't informed Cardin yet, but I doubt he'll be upset. He and Needles never did see eye to eye.
Needles was insane. I doubt anyone saw eye to eye with him.
And yet, Tavis never had any problems with Needles. Perhaps that should have been my first warning. And there's something else, Lieutenant. Tell me, what do you think of Sergeant Dorn?
Sergeant Dorn helped me when no one else would, General.
Yes, your reception on Taris wasn't ideal. I'm glad you managed to find the one useful officer in the entire outpost. I looked over her service record. Impressive stuff, I must say. Were you aware that Dorn served with the Imperial military for almost 2 years, Lieutenant?
She told me she grew up in the Empire.
Yes, the accent is a dead giveaway. Pure Droman Kos. Sergeant Dorn earned more commendations in her 2 years of Imperial service than most soldiers earn in 10. Since joining the Republic, she's earned 2 Medals of Valor, both for rescuing wounded soldiers under fire in enemy territory. This woman has led an exceptional career.
Someone with Sergeant Dorn's skills would make a great addition to my squad.
I agree. Sergeant Dorn is Havoc Squad material without question. It's settled then. Congratulations, Lieutenant. You're halfway to a full squad. I'll contact Colonel Gaff to notify him about the transfer. You should go and inform Sergeant Dorn yourself, Lieutenant. Contact me from your ship when you've finished. Garza out.
Okay. General Garza agrees that Sergeant Dorn is the only useful officer here on Taris, and we are poaching her to become a new member of Havoc Squad. To be fair, if we didn't, Colonel Gaff would probably try to bust her down to a rather boring position. Somewhere highly dangerous, no doubt, as well, for interrupting his briefings earlier.
Lieutenant, sir? Is there something else I can do for you?
Consider this your official invitation to Havoc Squad, Sergeant Dorn.
Lieutenant, this is the greatest honor of my career. I'm speechless.
Don't get too excited, Sergeant. It's not as impressive as it's made out to be.
Sergeant Dawn, reporting for duty, Lieutenant. I'll prepare my Regulation 6 personnel transfer documents at once.
You've more than earned this, Sergeant.
I'll gather my personal effects and meet you on board your ship, Lieutenant. Thank you.
And okay. Indeed. I was going to say our time on Taris has come to an end, but not fully. But we do have an entry on Alara Dawn, of course. We'll have a look at that entry. Yeah, okay, yeah. She is now a follower, a companion. Excellent. So, the last thing we'll do before we take a break is get ourselves over... Well, there's two things we'll do. We'll get ourselves over to the Alaris Cantina and have a look at the customization vendor, and then we will get ourselves on board our personal starship to report that the mission and transfer has been complete. Oh, we have a member of House Harkonnen here. Oh! I forgot, Cantina.
I never expected to run into you here, my friend. I only ever come here on a dare.
And we have Tatrog here. Any other customizations? No? A lot for Corso Riggs and Kira Carson and T7. Corso Riggs being a smuggler companion. Kira Carson and T7 are both Jedi Knight companions.
Turbol in Zadram.
I wondered if there was any customizations for Alara Dawn. I might have a quick look to see what customizations are available for Alara Dawn before we take her probably as a companion on. We'll probably continue with Jorgen during the bonus series, though on the next world we visit we might of course take Sergeant Dawn with us. Now there is an exploration mission here. Yeah, we have Bardo and Strom wanting to have a word once again, and that is the beginning of the bonus mission series. As I say, we will come and have a word with them once again.
Welcome to Taris. I'm Governor Suresh. On behalf of the Galactic Republic, I want to thank you for joining us in this historic project. For your safety, please do not travel beyond the military-secured safe zone outside the settlement. This world and our work here will shine as a beacon of hope to all of the Republic. But first, we have many obstacles to overcome. Together, we stand taller than any obstacle. Let's get to work. Together.
So, despite how it looks, we are not quite leaving the planet.
Lieutenant, I assume Sergeant Dorn took the news well?
Sergeant Dorn is honored to be in Havoc Squad.
Excellent. We'll have the squad fully restaffed in no time. One other detail. Were you able to retrieve a sample of the weaponized rat ghoul disease that Needles was developing?
Got it right here.
Excellent. Just leave it in the secured case beneath the holocommunicator. I'll see that it reaches Research Division. That's all for now, Lieutenant. Congratulations once again. Garza out.
And you can actually see, obviously, Eric Jorgen approved. Alara Dawn disapproved of us actually keeping a hold of a sample of the modified rat ghoul virus that Needles had. And of course, Alara Dawn is now here on board the Thunderclap and in the medical bay. Now, before all of our companions used to be were capable of playing every role, Eric Jorgen, I'm trying to recall, I think he might have been a pure damage dealer. I don't think you could set him to be a tank or as a healer. Alara Dawn, I believe, is the first healer or damage dealer of a Republic trooper, until things changed, of course, and all companions were capable of all combat roles. But yeah, normally this would be the end of our time on Taris. Let's see now. Trying to think of what we should do. First of all, of course, we have the Codex entry on Alara Dawn. A highly talented field medic, Alara Dawn was born Imperial and served in the Empire's military for 2 years before defecting to the Republic. She has since served with distinction as a search and rescue squad leader, earning several commendations for aiding wounded men under direct enemy fire. Her operational record is flawless. What no record can show is that Dawn's background, combined with her strict adherence to regulations and rigid, uncompromising personality, has made her fairly unpopular with her fellow soldiers. In truth, she's widely regarded as a cold asocial killjoy, an unfortunate side effect of her dedication to embodying the laws and ideals of the Republic. And of course, she likes rules, propriety, and selflessness. She dislikes unnecessary violence and corruption. Very well. And both she and Jorgen would like to have a word with us. Get ourselves over to our storage area here. Store all our companion gifts away. We have the Tarisian armor set. Always keep these just in case I ever decide to use them again. Was this a Tarisian helmet? It was. Anyway, we have all these helmets. I might as well just store them for now. We may end up making use of them. As for Alara Dawn, do we want these? They are better than what we're wearing, but I'll probably just sell them, to be honest. So our companions, how do we switch companions again? Ah, that's right. So Alara also has her own kind of Havoc Squad armor here. We will switch that out, and I'm planning to give her both an in-combat and out-of-combat uniform. And we'll take things from there. Now, is there anything else we need to do? I don't believe so. Okay. I'm bound to have forgotten something, but that's not the end of the world. Nope. They're both post-story content missions. Okay. So what we'll do is park ourselves here. When we come back, we will be traveling back... Oh, bloody hell. We'll be traveling back to Taris in the background there, of course, and we'll make a start on the Tarisian bonus series and see what other situations are there on Taris before we continue on our way to the smuggler's moon of Nar Shaddaa to hunt down another defector of Havoc Squad. Thank you once again for joining me here with even more Star Wars: The Old Republic. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then, no, take care. Bye bye now.